Hi, everyone. We're now to our panel with Adrian and Farah from the Stop Killer Robots campaign, as well as Adrian from Veterans for Peace.
The news almost on a daily basis of wedding parties being bombed and people being bombed, and over the years, school children being afraid when a plane flies overhead.
I always wonder, why is it that we spend so much on the military in this budget and we don't spend enough on educating people for things that could really save lives? Daniel Ellsberg worked for a defense contractor. Edward Snowden worked for a defense contractor, an SA contractor. So definitely these organizations use third-party contractors in their day-to-day business. And they recruit the best and brightest minds to find ways to kill people.
In some ways, technology is working in our favor. So we can get our stories out in ways that just wasn't possible before. I mean, with media consolidation, the major news networks, they don't cover peace protests. I was in the military, and I didn't realize that before the invasion of Iraq, there were the largest peace mobilizations worldwide going on, and I didn't agree with it. But I had no idea that other people felt the same, and I did not have an idea that me as a military member could possibly have a right to my own opinion and say, I'm not going to participate in this.
A lot of countries that have the power and the wealth to be able to develop autonomous weapon systems, they're the ones who are kind of pushing for these kinds of weapons. And as a result, I think that what we're also seeing is that, there are countries at the United Nations that are also, very much against autonomous weapons. And those countries, they tend to be located mostly in Middle East, Latin America, Africa, Asia. It's all the countries that are basically not North America and Europe. We see this kind of trend of this split between who would be actually owning the systems and using them versus who would be the people where this weapons would be tested and deployed and where there would be victims.
Ultimately, war is a profit-making enterprise. And in order for companies to continue making profit off of building these technologies, they have to build them as better, smarter, more, glorious, more everything slick. And it, war on terrorism, war is terrorism, period.
These systems are pushing for more future conflicts. It's, what we're seeing is we're seeing statements coming from joint collaborations between Costa Rica, Palestine, Sierra Leone, countries that, you wouldn't ordinarily think would be kind of coming together, but they are coming together because they know how important it is and how much this issue affects all of them, in very similar ways across different countries, different cultures, and so on. So, I think that for the campaign to stop killer robots, we are very inclusive.
I want the world to be different. I want the world to be a safe, humane, compassionate place.